off. You're almost off. Yeah, you gotta run it straight away. Just put some gas to it and run it down. Yeah, it doesn't want to run. There's a few like broken, torn up wires in there. The engine was apparently just freshly rebuilt, and somebody, I guess, was just trying to break it in and just kind of wreck this thing completely. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna finish painting this Mustang. Hopefully, for sure, hopefully we got nothing coming up. So we got two bumpers to paint, and the front and the rear bumper, and we also got these two quarter panels that we gotta paint. In our last video, we did get the fenders painted. They look really good. The paint looks very, very similar to the one on the car right now. So I hope today we're gonna be able to cover this quarter panel, and then tomorrow we're gonna come back and do the other one. Why I can't just, paint the whole car at the same time is because this isn't a spray booth. It's just a workshop, and we don't have any sort of ventilation in here. So just for us to be able to make the paint as clear as possible, it's going to be so much easier to keep track of all the dust particles and stuff like that if we're just doing one side at a time. And another thing is, when we're painting in here, we kind of go through like this little procedure. When I put down one coat of clear or one coat of paint, whatever, we have to pop the gate open and then let all the residue from the paint gun, the stuff that's floating in the air, kind of escape. And then we put the curing lamp and then let it just, do its job, cure it up a little bit between coats. So it's just a lot of stuff to, consider when you're doing it in here in these conditions. So it's going to be easier for us to paint one side, let it cure overnight, come back and knock out the other side. So I think we're going to focus on this passenger side today. Right now we gotta put some primer down on here, so let's go ahead, tape everything off, put some primer down, let it cure, sand it down, and then we're gonna be able to paint this thing. Alright guys, so quick little update. We got this thing primed in. It's all nice and smooth. We sanded it down. It's super dirty, so we're gonna pull the car outside, pull all this old masking off. We're gonna have to remask it just so there's no dust or anything left on the old stuff. So yeah, we're gonna pull the car outside, leave it there after we wash it, and then we're gonna get back in the shop, clean it up, pull the car back in here, and then put some adhesion promoter to it, I think, and then we're gonna be good to start spraying our paint. So let's go ahead, get the car out there, clean it up, clean the shop up, and get to painting. check this out, guys. The paint turned out really good for most of the part, and then I messed up. Got a couple of runs right there. You get a couple of runs over here, a couple of big runs actually right here. I'm not sure how that happened. I think I just got a little too greedy on the base coat there. And you know what? That's completely my fault. I have no idea how I let that happen, but that's not the biggest issue. The panel itself looks really, really good. It's just whenever you're kind of like squatted over and stuff like that, it's really hard to get the perfect consistency with your spray gun since I haven't really painted too much before, but that's not the biggest issue. I'm not too worried. We're gonna come back tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to let it sit here for today because it needs to cure, and then we're gonna bring some 600, sand it back down to the primer, put a new base coat on it, and it should be perfectly fine. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I don't make that mistake ever again. Guys, so we came out here yesterday, we fixed the leak, we got everything repainted. We had to sand it down like 3 more times. I don't know, for some reason the paint just wouldn't stick to it, but you know what, we knocked it out. The clear coat looks good. There's a little bit of orange peel, so we're definitely gonna have to, you know, buff this thing out, but that's not even our worries. We got this thing down. It's looking super sweet. The paint looks like it matches. We got some overspray on the roof, but that's all buffable. We'll sand that right down and then put some polish over it. I think what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna assemble this side completely. We're gonna put the door, all the seals. We're gonna keep the windows out for now, just because we don't wanna start the, you know, we don't wanna unpackage the windshield well and stuff like that. So we're gonna leave the windows off for later, but let's go ahead and toss this door on and get this side pretty much completely assembled. Dang guys, this thing's coming along just super easy. The paint looks awesome. That's just probably the most exciting part. Paint is just such a tough thing to do in these conditions and with the amount of skills that we have pretty much. But we got everything together. We didn't line up all the body lines yet because we're gonna have to pull this fender right off, but we just kind of wanted to slap it on there, give you kind of a general idea of how this thing has to look. We're working on getting new wheels, so these things aren't going to stick for a while. We just kind of got them because we needed to get this thing rolling, and the other wheels were broken. They were nice wheels, some RTR wheels, but you know, we're going to have to go with something else. Maybe another set of RTRs, but they're going to have to be black. We'll see. But this thing just looks great. The paint looks awesome. Everything lines up. We didn't put any of the seals nor the window just because we have to assemble the interior first, but this thing is great. Looks super cool. We do have another car coming in just about like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, so we're gonna have to wait on that. Oh shoot, it's right here. It's already here. So yeah, let's pause on the Mustang project because we got a car getting delivered. So let's go ahead and see what that thing is. There it is. Got another guy over here with another car. Choose one. Which one you want? Dude, we'll take all of them. Drop them off. All right, what do we got? Guys, we got a new project. We got the Toyota Sienna.
Dude, this thing looks insane.
This thing? Oh, dude, this is so nice.
This like, oh my god.
Golly. Good old. We're gonna see if that trucker can make it right now. But we got a 435i. Let's hope that trucker doesn't clip anything. And we don't got a lift. But while it's getting delivered, dude, they cut out everything. This thing is so straight piped.
This thing's gonna sound really good.
Tire pulled off right off the rim. The rim. Do you see what? Did you read what happened to this thing at all?
Suspension is bent. No, it doesn't describe anything about crash, but it did fly over something. You can see the bent.
Oh yeah, just some suspension. The body isn't even that bad, honestly. I thought it was gonna be a little worse. But more body work and more painting, that's what, for sure.
I think this is just wrap. Dude, this is so clean.
You want to see the no ropes on it?
No, we got it. We got to put power to it.
Is there no power at all?
No, it's this thing here.
You got that key?
Ah, yeah, it's right here. With an M. Wait, let's put some power to the battery. All right, guys, we finally got this car off the truck. It was a little bit of a hassle to get it off because the wheel is broken, but this is a 2015 BMW, our first German project car. And
the last one, that's why one thing I got to tell you, we're already having trouble cranking this thing.
Yeah, it doesn't want to run. There's a few like broken, torn up wires in there, but this is a twin turbo power engine. I'm pretty sure it's an N55. They're pretty reliable. But there's some maintenance to them
we like
to make them reliable. But this is a rebuilt engine. We went through the whole VIN number information. It's either it has a long block replaced. It's either a new engine or rebuilt. I'm still trying to figure that out. But for today, I think we're gonna continue with the Mustang, put this thing aside, and in our next video, we're gonna completely tear into this thing, see what's up, show you guys everything.
Yeah, we just got a bit like, we got to figure out why this thing's not cranking. We got to charge up the battery, so we just want to wrap that thing up, and then I think we're going to focus on this in the next video.
Yeah, we don't want to risk running this thing in case it's low on oil. We don't know, and you got to check with the internal computer. So we're going to put this aside, work on the Mustang, get the thing closer to wrapping it up, and we'll go on from there.
All right, guys, so quick little update. It is about 12 in the morning right now, and we're still out here at the shop trying to get that paint job over with. Ilya's back there trying to understand why that BMW's battery won't charge. We might need a new one. What do you think? We need a new one? We might need a new battery. But you know what? We're gonna stay out here as long as it takes just so we can wrap it up on this Mustang, just so we can finish this paint job. We put this primer down right now, We just waited for it to cure. Let's go ahead and sand it down, and then we're gonna go on and spray our paint. We got a little grill out here. We've been making hot dogs. That's why we didn't get anything done today. We've just been grilling all day. But yeah, it's just nice and late. Did you figure out anything with that battery?
No, I think the battery's dead. It's gonna take like years to recover, but you just gotta get a new one.
We'll get a new one then.
It's been sitting at Coalport for like 3 months, over like half a year after the crash.
Dude, but this thing's sweet. It's nothing crazy, but we just got it because this thing was kind of a good deal. And it's just got some small stuff going on with it. Nothing crazy though, nothing major. This thing's coming along super quick. We ended up redoing this right side like 3 times paint wise, but we did end up putting the clear coat on. It looks pretty good. It took us like what, 6 hours. We were here till like 6 in the morning. And then this side came along super quick. We just kind of put the paint on and got out of here. It was really quick. And then today we put on the door, the fender, just to kind of wrap it all up together and just to see how it looks. The paint matches pretty much perfectly. It's not perfect. There's a little bit of orange peel because we're not the best painters out here. Well, I'm not the best painter. And then we're going to have to buff it all out, but that's no big deal. We're going to get that done. We put the tail lights in. We got the trunk in, the deck lid. Everything looks super good. The quarter panel, this thing was smashed in. Now it's just all good to go. This door and the fender also came on. We didn't put the rear windshield in or the front one or these little ones here because for the rear windshield, we're still waiting on our little light because I broke it. This guy's now making fun of me for that. I don't know how I broke it. It was just, you know, things break. And then we're still waiting on the clips for the small ones in the front. Sorry, the little side windows here. And then for the front ones, we're just gonna do that later on in the next video probably. But we're still waiting on our bumpers. For some reason, they've been taking a while to come in. We got some awesome, I think we got the GT 500 Shelby style bumper. So it's kind of gonna be dipping down. It's gonna look so much better than the original ones. The original ones kind of just swoop up and it looks super narrow. I don't know why, it doesn't look too good. But the Valvetronic, everything looks super, this thing's just coming along really quickly. In our next video, again, we're probably gonna get it done. We've just been saying it, but this thing's gonna come along. And then we got that BMW, and then we got some awesome stuff coming up on the channel. So make sure to stay tuned. But with that being said, I think this is gonna be a wrap for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and comments down below. Give us a follow on Instagram, and we'll catch you guys next time.